Right then, here is a video to show you how I would go about creating a question. The first thing I need to do is I need to add in some new slides. You can see from the screen that I've got my introduction slide, I've got my instructions, and all I need to do now is to create my slides with my questions. Now, each question is going to have 3 slides in my quiz. One slide will have the question, another slide will have the right answer, and the third slide will be the wrong answer. So I am going to add in a new slide, and the layout I'm going to use is this one here. And then what I'm going to do, because I'm going to use the same one each time, I'm going to right click on it and select duplicate, and then again select duplicate. So I've now got 3 slides with the same layout. So on to writing my question. Well, I'm actually going to write the number of my question as a title. Now my quiz is on copyright, so I'm going to write my question here, and the question is, what law do you break if you copy someone's work without permission? And you can see there seems to be a spelling mistake or a grammar mistake here, so if I right click on it, you can see I forgot the apostrophe. So there's my question. I'm going to delete the bullet point by just clicking there and pressing backspace. And then I'm going to close up this space here because I don't need to write any more. Now the next thing I want to do is I'm going to make my 4 answer buttons, and I'm going to use them with text boxes. So I click on Insert and then Text Box, and then just click here, and I'm going to write my first answer, which is going to be wrong, and I'm going to say Data Protection Act. Now I've used Google to do some research to find out a little bit about the copyright law, and I know that this is a different type of law. So now that doesn't look too good as a button, so I'm going to change it. So I click on my button and I go up to Format here, and here I can change the shape of the button, and I've got a range of different button styles. Now I'm going to go for this style here. Click on it. Now it's a little bit small, so I'm going to select this green circle, just so it means I can highlight the whole box. I can go to Home, and then I can increase the font. One more, that looks okay. Now it's not quite a button shape, so I'm going to just push it this way, and that looks slightly better, and then I'm going to center the writing there. I'm just going to move this up to a better place. Now I'm going to now make 3 more buttons, but rather than doing this again, the easiest way, so I can keep the same height and width, is to right click on the button and press copy, or however you'd like to do copy, and then paste it. And then I can do this 3 times. So now I don't have to worry about the buttons being different sizes. So now to write in my other answers. This one is going to be my correct answer, which is actually called copyright law. Now do you see here that it's stuck on one line, so I need to click in front of L and press enter to push it down. Then I'm going to make another wrong answer, and this time, because I'm going to make my quiz a little bit difficult, I'm going to call it the copying law, which sounds right but is in fact wrong. And then finally I'm actually going to write something that people might guess, and I'm going to call it the Homework Act, and again press enter to go to a new line. So there are my 4 buttons. So on to my correct answer slide. So I'm going to click on the title and say correct, well done. Then I'm going to write a little bit about the correct answer. The law is actually called the Copyright Designs and Patents Act. There we go. And what I really should do is add in a little bit more information here, so I might put a link to a page that explains the law more. So that's me done with that bit. I'm now going to go to my wrong answer slide, so I'm going to say sorry, wrong answer, and then I'm going to say here, I'm going to delete that bullet point, please click the button below to have another go. So I now need to make a button to go below. And what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to go and copy one of these buttons. So I'm going to click on it and copy it and go back to my wrong answer and paste it and then move it down to here. I'm going to change the writing, so back to question 1, and I'm just going to make it a little bit smaller. Now because my answers are in blue, I'm going to make what we call navigation or movement buttons in a different color so people don't get confused. So I'm going to go to Format, click on here, and I'm going to choose this color here. So I'm almost done. I've got my question, I've got my correct answer, and I've got my wrong answer with my button to go back. What I need to do now is link things up. So back to question 1. And I'm going to show you how to do this. Well, what we do is we click on the button and then we click on the green circle. So the whole of the button is selected, and that's very important, so I'm going to show you in a second. Then what we need to do is go to Insert on the menu bar, Action, and then select Hyperlink To. Now it's too easy to select Next Slide, if it was that, but what we're going to choose is, go down a bit and do Slide ... because that then shows you all the slides you've got. Now this is in fact the wrong answer, so I can select wrong answer and click OK. I could add in a sound, one of the sounds that PowerPoint already has, or I could actually record a sound and save it as a WAV file using Audacity and do my own thing. I'm going to just put BOM in and click OK. So this is the wrong answer. So let's go to the right answer. Here it is, copyright. Click on it, select the green button, so the green circle, so the whole button is selected. Insert, Action, Hyperlink To, Slide ... Correct, well done. Click OK, play a sound, and I'm going to choose applause and click OK. Now, let me show you what happens with a wrong answer if you forget to select the green button. So I click on here, then I go Action, Hyperlink To, and then I go Slide ... and that's the wrong answer, and click OK. Let's play a sound, which is the BOM, and click OK. Now, do you see what happens? Do you see how it makes a hyperlink out of the text? Now, you can do that, but let me show you in a second why it doesn't look so good. I'm not going to bother with the end one because we're running out of time. What I am going to do, however, is to go to the wrong answer, and I need to make a link back to question 1. So I click on here, click on the green circles, the button is selected, Insert, Action, Hyperlink To, Slide ... back to question 1 in my case, click OK and click OK. So let's run my presentation. So I'm going to go to here and I'm going to go to slideshow. I'm going to broadcast from current slide. Now, if I move my mouse over, you can see that because I selected the button, I can press anywhere on this button. If I go to here, I can select the words, but watch what happens when I move my mouse outside the words. See how I can't select it? So it's really important that you highlight the button so that you can actually click anywhere you go. So let's try a wrong answer. There you go. And let's try this, make sure it works. Yep, let's try the right answer. There we go. So I'm just going to press escape to go back. Now, I could have added a few more things to make this more interesting. I could possibly have added in a picture. I could probably put a link in here to make it a bit more interesting, to give more information. And I might have decided not to put them back to question 1 to go somewhere else. But those are the basics about making a question on PowerPoint using the buttons to take you to the different places. Good luck!